Well, as Nigeria moves towards energy transition, navigating her way through the energy evolution pathway guided by the previous administration's decade of gas plan, it is imperative for the Tinubu administration to begin to explore ways with which Nigeria can truly harness its energy mix, especially in investing in renewable energy. This is one of the focus of this year's Nigeria Oil and Gas Energy Week, with the theme Powering Nigeria's Sustainable Energy Future. The Nigeria Oil and Gas Week, which runs from the 9th to the 13th of July, is a platform for stakeholders, policymakers, and financiers from across the oil and gas and energy spectrum to address challenges limiting the achievement of energy security for Nigeria. At the opening ceremony, the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board says Nigeria's drive to attain 70% local content development in the sector is still on course.
In the last 5 years of its implementation of the strategic roadmap, the board has once more than doubled the level of Nigerian content in the industry by moving the needle from 26% in 2017 to 54% in 2022.
It says the board has several initiatives aimed at supporting local manufacturers in the oil and gas sector. But one of the biggest challenges facing the board is funding.
Some of the funding initiatives that the board have provided to support local companies include the $300 million Nigerian Content Intervention Fund with the Bank of Industry, the $100 million matched fund with Nexim Bank, the $50 million Research and Development Intervention Fund, and the $50 million No Gaps Manufacturing Fund.
So what we have done from a policy perspective in NCDMB is to create the Nigerian Oil and Gas Park Scheme Manufacturing Support Fund. It's a single-digit fund, 5% for dollar-denominated loans, and then 9% for naira-denominated loans. A single obligor limit of $3 million. It allows those that indicate interest to take up space in our oil and gas parks to also have access to finance.
Experts say though oil and gas will still remain relevant for years to come, renewable sources of energy is an emerging trend that Nigeria needs to explore.
Nigeria as a country today, we do have an ambition to increase our generation capacity to 30 gigawatts by 2030. That's just about 7 years down the line, of which 30% of these will come from renewables. Okay, so it means that 39 gigawatts from renewables in 2030. That's the ambition of the country.
But one area that I think we need to do more, or that we're really lacking, that I've identified as a gap, is the development of local technology, especially in the oil and gas industry, in the service sector precisely. I think we have the human resources that we can use to do the engineering part.
Georgina Ndupezaika, Arise News.